Warning, the views and beliefs in the following program does not reflect the views of Boom Broadcasting. We give full creative control to our creators and do not believe in cancel culture. Viewer discretion is advised. It is the nightcap, but it's now during the show nightcap. Let's watch some Raw, shall we?
Live from the MOWM studio, Boom Broadcasting presents The Nightcap. And your host of The Nightcap, mouthing off with Mike.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Nightcap here on Boom Broadcasting, hosted by yours truly. I am the Mike that likes to mouth off. I am mouthing off with Mike, and this is the first time here that it has ever been done live, the Nightcap, during Monday Night Raw. So we are just wrapping up here. Karrion Kross and Sami Zayn's backstage interview for their match at SummerSlam, which I didn't think was going to make the match card. But now we just saw a little war of words. Karrion Kross telling Sami, look, man, when I beat you at SummerSlam, you got to admit to the people that you're a liar. I like it. I mean, so far, Raw tonight really hasn't been anything crazy of note to really get into just yet. You know, we'll talk a little bit about the first hour of Raw, hour and 15 minutes of Raw towards the end of this show, but I'm going to pick up kind of right where we at right now on Raw. So we got the 8-women tag team match: Rhea, Stephanie, Nikki, Io versus Naomi, Chelsea, Alba, and Piper, the Secret Service. I'm all on board with this here. I just am happy that after Evolution, WWE decided to actually book more women on Raw. So for the most part, I'm pretty happy about that. We know Stephanie is going to be a big deal. We know Rhea Ripley is probably the most popular woman in professional wrestling. Nikki Bella, the living legend herself, Hall of Famer. And of course, Io Sky. We all love Io Sky. So I'm not mad at this. We got Big Jason in his house. Jason hosts 3 from Deep here on Boom Broadcasting. He actually just dropped a new episode here today. And he's looking a little bit about MJ and the Immortal One, Hulk Hogan, who we did lose late last week. As we know, Hulk Hogan has passed away due to a heart attack. Look, the Hulk Hogan is it's funny enough, I just said his name and I just got an advertisement for Real American Beer on my TV. Gotta love commercials. But look, we all know Hulk Hogan's history. We know his past, and we know some of the things that have kind of surrounded him, for the last decade. I'm not going to get into that kind of stuff. I acknowledge it. I recognize it. Personally, he's not a favorite of mine. Okay. He's not a favorite person of mine. Something like this, as hard as it is, I differentiate the character of Hulk Hogan and the man, Terry Bollea. Hulk Hogan, you have to acknowledge his contributions to professional wrestling, because without him, I don't know if wrestling has that same feeling. We'll never know. You can't go back and rewrite history, but just from a wrestling history standpoint, we do have to acknowledge and we do have to celebrate that legacy and that impact to professional wrestling. You may not, I don't like the guy personally. I don't like Terry Bollea. I'm not a big Hulk Hogan fan myself, but for the people who are and the Hulkamaniacs that grew up watching him, you have to acknowledge it, accept it, move on. Now, I will say, to start Raw, kind of a cop-out for WWE. They did the 10-bell salute Friday. They re-aired Triple H's message, which I thought was very cop-out. And then, of course, we saw all the clips right now on social media of everyone's different reactions. while they're standing there and they're talking about doing the 10 bell salute, we saw Dom, his ADHD ass kind of just like looking all over, looking down. You saw Jey Uso, guy was basically cracking a smile. You saw CM Punk. I don't think CM Punk moved once. Even Nick Hogan, his son, who as well also has some things that, we may not discuss here tonight, but has also kind of have some things that linger in his past. But to celebrate, to honor the legacy that the character Hulk Hogan provided to professional wrestling, we have no choice. You do have a choice. Let me rephrase that. You have a choice. But I will acknowledge and accept that his contributions to wrestling are unavoidable. You can't ignore them, as much as the person himself may not have been a good person. We got Mr. OTM in the building. What's up, Mike? How we feeling? Feeling good, brother. I'm feeling good. We got Monday Night Raw on. I'm hanging out with you guys. We're talking some wrestling. I get to hear myself talk. I'm sure the Prez over here at Boom Broadcasting loves that we're changing things up tonight, but I'm feeling good, man. I'm ready for SummerSlam. I know you are too. I know the boys over there at OTM are gearing up for SummerSlam. So I'm excited to see what kind of content you guys drop. Predictions I'm sure you're going to be having come this week. I was born in the late 80s. I'm a SmackDown OG, so I missed the Hogan era. And we got the late run, watered down version. Yes, very true, Rick. That was a tough run, Truthfully, people need to grow up. He's past. He's human. I agree, Toby. I don't know if you just caught what I said, but I accept and acknowledge the Hulkster's contributions to professional wrestling. We all make mistakes. We are not perfect humans, but if you separate the character from the person, that's the way I will remember Hulk Hogan. I will not remember the person. He is flawed, but his persona, his impact to wrestling, entertainment, and Americana is undeniable. Jason, I'm sure Jason probably elaborates more on that sentence in his video that he dropped today on Boom Broadcasting. Yeet, we're ready. Love the overlay, by the way. Thank you, Mr. OTM. Overlays, you can thank Mrs. MOWM. I don't know if you guys have caught the Evolution Nightcap from a couple weeks ago, but she did make her triumphant debut with me, with Mouthing Off with Mike, and on Boom Broadcasting when she joined me for the Nightcap after Evolution. We have some news that we'll talk a little bit about later on about Mrs. MOWM, so you can credit her for all the overlays, the thumbnails, this background, obviously the thumbnail, she you can credit her for this, credit her for everything. I did see that. Yep. Hey, much love, Mr. OTM. Much love, bro. I don't know if you saw the video of Michael Cole being interviewed by a Mets podcast. I'm watching him more once the game starts tonight. Yeah, Michael Cole will watch the Mets games during Raw on his phone. That just came out. Rick actually just sent that to me. I did find that pretty funny. Listen, Stephanie Vecchio is making her entrance. I'm sorry. I lost my train of thought. Stephanie Vecchio's aura, you just bleeds right through the television screen. All right. Look at this woman. Look at this woman. The horns, the vibes, unreal. Get ready, folks. All of these women in this 8-woman tag match are about to get hit with a devil's kiss, not only from Stephanie, but from Mommy, from EO, and hell, maybe even poor Chelsea Green. Also, unrelated, Chelsea Green. People drove this poor woman off social media last week. It's a damn shame. Oh, and Nikki Bella. How could I forget? Nikki Bella is going to totally hit a devil's kiss on someone in this match. Listen, you can look, but you can't touch. You can look on the link. Yep, I did. I could go into a long read into it, but I'm not typing that much. I respect that, Toby. Listen, man, it's a very weird look. It's a very weird thing, something like that. And like I said, best way we can carry on and move forward and just be normal humans, in my personal opinion, is just celebrate the character. That's it. That's where I'm at, dude, you hear Mike, we need to see that dance again. Look, you can look, but you can't touch. You'll get more of that. You'll get more of that. Don't worry. Surprised Nikki Bella didn't make SummerSlam. I feel like Nikki Bella would have been on SummerSlam if things went differently with the Liv Morgan injury. What a team this is. Hold on a second here. I just got to take this in here, folks. Just take it in. Just absolutely take this in. Nikki Bella, in the year of 2025, is teaming with the three futures, the future of women's professional wrestling in WWE. That being Rhea Ripley, obviously, Io Sky, and Stephanie Vaquer. This is kind of wild to see that these four women team together. So I feel like this will be our only, besides Lyra and Becky, which happened right before I went live, which good little segment to keep things moving along. We don't need talking from them anymore. In the words of our boy Mark Henry, with Lyra and Becky, there's been enough talking. It's time to fight. It's time for the main event. Let's just get to the match. We don't need the yapping anymore. We need the grappling. All right? No yapping, more grappling with those two. Because Becky and Lyra, I will watch them wrestle every freaking week. I have no complaints about watching Lyra and Becky wrestle. From a wrestling standpoint, love it. Could not say a negative thing, even if I wanted to, about the two of them wrestling. It's weird seeing Naomi team with the Secret Hervis, though. I will say that. How do you feel about Julia? I love Julia. I think the star that Julia can be, the potential that Julia has. Ooh, how can anybody hate Naomi? She's so good. But the potential star power Julia possesses is something that we haven't even scratched the surface of. I think Julia should have stayed in NXT for a bit longer. I didn't like how quickly she got moved up. Stephanie, I kind of understood. If I were to be the one in charge, I would have called Jordynne Grace up before Julia. I would have let Julia run NXT for a year. I probably would have. I would have had Julia run NXT for a year, and maybe like towards the last 3 months of that year, call it 9 months, I would have had Julia as NXT Women's Champion on SmackDown or Raw. I like Julia. I like her potential. But the problem, again, is showing up on SmackDown with the U.S. Women's. Jeez, Nikki Bella. All right, Nikki. Just Luth as pressing Chelsea. Just poor Chelsea just getting bopped around here. Oh, jeez. Nikki looks good, man. Oh, right into Alba and Piper. Love it. Yes. Yes, Rick. Julia having Kiana James is going to be a big help. I like Kiana James being the representation for Julia. That's a good move. That's a really good move. I'm hearing that we're getting a 3-hour pre-show for Saturday and Sunday. Also here they are doing things at the mall next to the stadium. Do you think we'll get some matches in that mall? We're not going to get matches in that mall. But I know GCW is running that weekend. I know the Hardys will be there. The Hardys might show up at SummerSlam. We might, honestly, anything's possible at this point. That'd be a, what do you call it? I might have been puffing a little too hard, but I could see the Hardys popping up at SummerSlam. But a 3-hour pre-show seems brutal. That seems absolutely brutal. I probably won't watch maybe 20 minutes of that pre-show. Not happening. I agree. Jordynne Grace has cooked for years. She's been in the scene for a while. Yeah, that's the thing about Jordynne Grace. I don't understand what the logic there was with WWE. Was having Jordynne Grace be the last woman out of the big 4 signings that we saw happen last year. Stephanie Vaquer, Julia, Zarya, and Jordynne Grace. Now, if a year, hindsight is 2020, but if looking back at it last year, I would have assumed the 2 women that would be on the main roster by now would have been Stephanie and Jordynne Grace, not Stephanie and Julia. Zarya, we knew not go right to the main roster. We need to figure out what Zarya is, who she is, what that character brings to the table. I love her personality that we get to see with Sol Ruka, with their pairing, Zaruka. I would like to have seen them win the women's tag titles at Evolution. Clearly that didn't happen. Roxanne and Raquel retain, and we have them going up against Charlotte and Alexa at SummerSlam Saturday night. But if you were to ask me last year and say, hey, prediction for 2025, I would have said Jordan and Stephanie, because Stephanie became a household name right after Forbidden Door with AEW and the match against Mercedes. That's what put her on I don't care what anybody says. That's what put her on the radar of WWE, was that match. So looking at it, I think that's a possibility. Imagine Hardy in that TLC tag team match. Man, the Hardys had a great ladder match a couple weeks ago at Slammiversary. They won the match with Jeff having them drop down one of those drop down ladders that you can climb up, cloth ladder, and they won the tag titles, which I thought was incredible. And then West Side Gun crowned them as the Fourth Rope tag team champions on TNA television too. So I thought that was really cool, looking at it. So the Hardys, once again, I don't care what anybody says. The 90s to now, the Hardys are the best tag team. They in my book, and that's huge bias, Matt and Jeff Hardy are the greatest tag team of this generation of tag teams, in my opinion. In my personal opinion, I put them above anybody on that list. The Motor City Machine Guns are right there. But I would once again still say the Hardys. The longevity that the Hardys have had, similar to the Motor City Machine Guns, but at the same time, the Hardys have won more gold and they've accomplished singles titles. Not to say the Motor City Machine Guns haven't. They both have. But I would put the Hardys as my number one tag team, at least in this, last 30 years, I guess, because the Hardys have been doing it since the 90s. So, yes, 3 p.m., I'd have to disagree and say the Briscoes. Okay, I'll agree to disagree on that one. I'm not mad at the Briscoes shout. No, I don't hate that at all. That argument is a really sound argument. So I'll let you have it. No war happening here. See, that's the big thing with me. You guys will come to learn we're all entitled to our own opinions. And I accept everyone's opinions. And I love hearing people's top wrestlers and top tag teams. Toby says he says it's the Briscoes. I say it's the Hardys. Someone might tell you FTR. I'm biased. Oh no, dude, I'm biased as hell. I'm biased as hell too. I love me some Jeff and Matt Hardy, but I can 100% if there was if there was a clear tag team, like if someone were to come out with a list of the best tag teams of the last 30 years, I would not be surprised to see the Briscoes in the top spot or in the top 5 spots, whatever the case may be there. Just read SummerSlam store will be in that mall. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, they're going to do a lot of meet and greets there. So could we see a match? I doubt it, unless they have a ring set up there. Maybe they'll do some NXT enhancement matches like they did at WWE World this year at WrestleMania 41. Io's so freaking smooth, man. So freaking smooth in the ring. Ooh. You got to give Alba and Piper props for wrestling in 3-piece suits. I love Alba. I'm so sad that poor Isla got released. The Unholy Union was like top tier for me. So I'm really sad about Isla. And I'm just happy they gave Alba something to do. Man, if you guys go back and watch some of the NXT UK from, what was it, 2016, 17, 18, that era, the NXT UK, she had so many damn good matches, man. Oh my goodness. She was so freaking smooth and crispy. And her NXT run was fire, pun intended. I'm just glad that she's doing something. It's the Secret Service is a great group because it's pure comedy. Think about it. We have a Canadian-born U.S. talent, Chelsea Green, former U.S. champion. First U.S. champion is a Canadian-born superstar. And her Secret Service, her bodyguards, are two Scottish wrestlers, two Scottish women. So you've got a Canadian-American and two Scottish women, and they're running a Secret Service gimmick, you know. That's wrestling, baby. I love it. Looking, I was anti El Grande Americano. That is until I saw El Grande Americano go to AAA this past weekend, and the crowd ate it up. They loved him. They love him. The fans had signs that were like, it's great to see Americano back in Mexico. Welcome back. They're playing up to the lore and the story of El Grande Americano being a luchador and having a history in AAA in Mexico. It works. After seeing that, I say let it go. I think Kaiser's doing it better than Gable. If it is Kaiser, I don't know. The nipples. I haven't done my nipple measurements. I'm waiting for Wade Barrett to give me a breakdown on what nipples are whose so we know if that's the real El Grande Americano or not. Seen Shelly and Saban in an ice arena here in Michigan in 03 with the family. I'm partial to Michigan guys besides Nash. I respect that. Hey, we're in Detroit tonight for Raw, Toby. Jameer Gibbs was front row. I think Detroit's going to have a little solid squad this year for football. That is unless Dan Campbell gets in his way, which that crazy play calling, man, it works. It really works. But sometimes, you know, you got to play a little bit safe. I love Dan Campbell. I'd run through a wall for Dan Campbell. I'm an Eagles fan. Fun fact for everyone that's watching. Go Birds. Everyone just dropped off the stream when they heard that. They're like, oh, he's an Eagles fan. Get out of here. But I like the Lions. I would be happy for Detroit fans, Lion fans, if they got a Super Bowl this year or next year or whatever. But that's if Dan Campbell can keep them guys going. Jared Goff, man. My sign got taken away is a great sign. 10 out of 10 of the guy in the white shirt there to the left side of the cam side, about three rows back. He had a sign that said my sign was taken with a frowny face. Great sign. Fantastic sign. This is a good match, man. This is keeping everything. This is keeping all the women. What? No way. No way. Oh, that's so sad. Ryan Sandberg passed away. Oh, man. That's sad. What a baseball legend. We're losing legends left and right, man. Go Birds. Go Birds is right. They had better. The state was fired up last year. Even U of M and Michigan State fans got along. Yeah, you know you're on to something when you got U of M and Michigan State fans on the same page. That's how you know. Oh, here we go. Devil's kiss to Chelsea Green. What did I say? Poor Chelsea. Bop, 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 bop. Oh, it's a bop. Oh, my God. Chelsea Green, bro. Chelsea Green ate about 11 of those. Chelsea sold it wonderfully. Just noodle arming it. Bop, bop, bop. Bella Buster. Oh, Naomi and Nikki doing a little weird, freaky, leaky, laid down, stare at each other. Freaky. Naomi said, I'm out of there. She said, I'm out. Love the gear Naomi's got on too tonight, man. She always clears in the gears. Clears in the gears department. Oh, no, Naomi's not out of there. Just kidding. Io's going to toss her ass right back in the ring, and Nikki's going to hit her. What are we doing here? Oh, Io Sky, little springboard dropkick action. All right. Oh, yeah. Goddamn. How could anybody not like Io Sky? Oh, we're hitting the emote. All right. I'm here for it. This 8-woman tag match is fun. It has been a very fun match. I like it. All right. I love it. I love every second about this right now. I'm all in. I'm all in on this, man. This is very highly entertaining. Highly entertaining right now. I'm not even kidding you. And Rhea's going to lift up Piper, Riptide, Chelsea Green out of nowhere. Wait a minute. What's going on? Oh, my God. Rhea told Chelsea she's going to kill her. What do we got? SVB? SVB. 1, 2, 3. Stephanie, Rhea, Io, Nikki get the win. A very fun 8-women tag match. It looks like we're getting one women's match tonight on Raw. That's the thing about Triple H. I'm starting to pick up on how Triple H runs his shows when it comes to the women's division. He goes, okay, I got 8 women in one match. I don't need to have another one. Well, that was horrible. Really? Gorguts. Well, thanks for stopping in on the nightcap here, but you can't just give me that was horrible without expanding on this thought. I thought that was a very fun 8-woman tag match. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. No wrong answers. If you're just tuning in, if you're new to the show, I'm all about everybody having their own opinions because everyone is entitled to their opinions because everybody consumes and processes this thing we love called professional wrestling differently. So I thought that was a really fun 8-woman tag match. Tell me why it was horrible. I want to hear that. I'm curious. Oh, shit. We have a tag title match? We're doing a Raw tag title match tonight? Or is that next week? All right, we're in the clubhouse here. Get up. It's not the end of the world. Just one night, all right? Think about this. What did everyone say when we got rid of Rhea? They said that was it for the people. What did everyone say when we got rid of Damien? They said that was it for the Judgment Day. That was it for the Judgment Day. Is the Judgment Day, all right? So chin up, look at us. We got all this going. Judgment Day stronger than ever. It's not even here, right? On top of that, LBR maybe it's smashed up right now. Let's go. Oh, we are doing this right now. All right, we got ourselves a tag title match. Uh-oh. Live. Oh, yeah, this is going to go well. That's going to go well for, it's going to go real well for Dirty Dom. Now, I tweeted it earlier, though. I caught Corey Graves. Corey Graves had a great line tonight. I guess we are doing a tag title match right now. I don't even remember this being advertised for Raw tonight. Did they even advertise this? I knew this was happening. I knew LWO got the #1 contenders. But I didn't know this was going on tonight. I thought they were doing this the Monday after SummerSlam. I thought they said last week in 2 weeks, the Judgment Day defend their tag titles. Yeah, it was advertised. It goes to show you how much I've been paying attention today. It's been a Monday for the ages, that's for sure. While we're on a commercial break here with Monday Night Raw, I was a part of some predictions here with my good friends from Over the Top Talk. Owen and Anthony welcomed me on, as well with Tyler Wrestles. I'm sure you guys are aware of Tyler Wrestles. He's a big deal out there in the wrestling content reaction game. It was great to chop it up with all three of these guys. You can go check out the SummerSlam predictions with Over the Top Talk and Tyler Wrestles, available on Over the Top Talk's social media and YouTube page. Go check them out. Over the Top Talk on YouTube. You'll see your boy MOWM giving his predictions for SummerSlam. As well, I will have my own predictions for SummerSlam that will come out Wednesday. I want to say Wednesday morning. I can't give you an exact date, or excuse me, I can't give you an exact time, but my SummerSlam predictions should be coming out Wednesday. Stay tuned to my social media for the announcement that they are available at MOWM_podcast. It's right here. It's in white, at MOWM_podcast. So those will be dropping Wednesday at some point, whether it'll be morning, mid-afternoon, or nighttime. You'll be notified if you follow me on social media. If you are subscribed to me on YouTube, you should get a notification as long as you have notifications on. I'm hoping Cross turns Sammy. I hope not. The only reason I don't want Sammy to go back to being a heel is because it would be better for Sammy. Sammy is a better face. That's my opinion. I like Sammy as the underdog, as the good guy, the guy who never gives up, very John Cena-esque, but, doesn't quit, doesn't give up, doesn't back down to anybody, is not afraid to go into a match with his ribs taped up and get beat up by a pipe and still want to have another match against the guy. So they're tied apiece. Sammy, Cross, 1-1. This is a third match. It's a surprise trilogy that I didn't see taking place. I do hot take kind of over Sammy. Well, that is a hot take, Rick. I don't know about that one, big dog. I don't think I can ever. I'll never get over Sammy. Like I'm not bored of him. I think for me, the only time I tuned out of Sammy was when he was doing the crazy conspiracy character. I kind of was like, I wasn't with it. But it is funny enough because that conspiracy character led to Logan Paul being in WWE. Now we're backstage again here with the winning women here. Why does uh-oh. Hey, how do you say your last name again? Nikki Bella is so stupid. I love her. Ooh. Okay, Io. Go off. She said, Rhea, you've never beat me and you never will. She kind of cooked. I like it. Yeah, so Dom, this is what I was saying. Corey Graves compared Dom to Shohei Ohtani. Dom is the Shohei Ohtani of romance. And we also kicked off Monday Night Raw with Jey Uso saying, yeah, fuck it. Play that shit. Run it back. Tonight's Raw has been one for the books for sure. Lisa Taylor's so cool. Give me a shock LWO win here. Give me a shock LWO win. Give me a shock win. Give me a shock LWO win. Yeah, you're right. Maybe Cross could hurt him and put Sammy under the Americano mask. Lord knows he can work under a hood. Honestly, that'd be pretty clever. I don't think they'll put him under a mask, but I could see Cross taking Sammy out for an extended period of time. And I could see Sammy maybe taking some time off. And maybe Sammy comes back in a few months. Maybe he's a surprise member of a War Games team, for for Survivor Series, in November. I am still holding steady to this. I've said this. Beginning of the year, my early Royal Rumble 2026 winner will be Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn will be fighting for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 42. I don't know who will be champion, but I do believe Sami Zayn will win the Royal Rumble. LWO doesn't have a snowball's chance in hell to win tonight. All right, Sean, let's see it. Give me that shock LWO win right here, because I'll take my victory lap across social media. Let's see. I would really, if LWO wins this match, I might you might get a genuine reaction. I might have, yeah. No Dragon Lee with the LWO tonight. No Zelina. We know she's on SmackDown fighting Julia for the U.S. title. Former U.S. Women's Champion. Finn looks good. There will be a day Finn will get his dues. I hope so. Finn's one of my favorites, man. And it's crazy to think that, almost 10 years ago, the guy wins his title and he has to relinquish it the day after because of a freak shoulder injury. And, then the rest is history. He's a two-time NXT champ, multiple-time tag team champ, multiple-time IC champ, or one-time IC champ, one-time US champ, three-time tag champ, and a two-time NXT champ, I believe, and a one-time NXT tag team champion. Might have pictures of Sammy versus Kota Ibushi. I got press creds one time for ROH. Oh, that's sick. That's a one hell of a match. Sammy and Kota. I can only imagine how damn good those two were in the ring back in their heyday. I don't think LWO is going to walk out of here with this. But maybe. Maybe. Just maybe. JD's also really underrated. He gets a lot of credit from me after that, punctured lung moonsault that he had, almost a year ago now, 6 months, 9 months ago, almost. Maybe it is a full year, but he gained a lot of my respect with that. He's savvy in the ring, man. Former cruiserweight champion JD McDonough? He held that title. Jordan Devlin for a bit. Yeah, these boys are going to be flying all over the ring. Yeah, here we go. We're starting to gear up. We're starting to heat up a little bit here. There it is. All right, we're going to get that crazy Joaquin Wilde shit. There's that crazy Joaquin Wilde shit. I love it. I love Joaquin. Super underrated. Another super underrated. LWO. Woo. I love Joaquin's wild fun fact that he's the one he drew the ROH logo all those years ago, won the competition. And, obviously Joaquin Wilde and is running TNA. I like Joaquin. I was sad that he got hurt right before Worlds Collide and he couldn't go in that match. And they used Lince Dorado as the replacement. I couldn't think of the word there for a sec. Wow. Did you ever watch that Homicide Carino match? I haven't talked to you since. No, I haven't had a chance. I couldn't think of the match. There's a few because there was the Briscoes and Haas and Benjamin that I've been meaning to watch. And then that was the other match. I couldn't remember it. So yes, the next time, by the time we are back for the nightcap for Friday night, as long as everything goes according to my schedule, we'll be back Friday night after SmackDown for the nightcap. I will have a response for it, or I will message you on social media and I'll be like, I watched it. Here's my thoughts. I got you. I have been last week was a crazy one for me. Week before was pretty nuts. So I've just been kind of surviving, not thriving recently. I've just been trying to survive the weeks. I make it to Friday and I'm like, I made it. I made it. This week is going to be a little bit different because we got a busy wrestling week. SummerSlam is one of my favorite events. I miss when it used to be really colorful and vibey and, it felt like a party. I don't know if it was just because this year they were in New York, New Jersey. It's not even New York. Let me say this. MetLife is in East Rutherford, New Jersey. That's Jersey. So Jersey. I don't know if it's because we're in Jersey that they were like, we're going to give it the New York gritty vibe. We're going to go black and white and dark graphics. And we're going to use blue and red because that's Raw and SmackDown. And they just kind of went with the cheap out. But I loved when SummerSlam was colorful and was fun. Yeah. I don't like this year's graphics. It's kind of like they took the Vegas, like Vegas had more color on the graphics and all the vibes than SummerSlam does. And I don't know if that's just a New York, New Jersey thing, New Jersey thing, but they gave it that gritty East Coast vibe to it. Oh, right into the ref. All right, there you go. Yeah, here's a cheap shot. Yeah, we knew this was coming. This is Judgment Day. This is classic Judgment Day shit here. And okay, all right. All right, Cruz, little or Joaquin, little sneaky action there. Catapult. This guy's got hops, bro. He's so bouncy. That's a gimmick infringement. That's Javon Evans, but he's still just as bouncy. You think they could ever do Bloodsport on Peacock? Maybe show a couple matches on the pre-show. I think anything's possible when it comes to WWE. I mean, we'd first have to get an official partnership between GCW and Bloodsport with WWE. We have it in capacity with the WWE ID program. But I think you could one day very well see Bloodsport make, that I think it's a possibility. I think anything is possible in this our current era of WWE. Damn. He's out. That coast to coast flush on the dome. Kick out. That was beautiful. Chat, peep this replay if you're watching Raw live with me. Look at this coast to coast. Boom. Damn. That coast to coast was filthy, Sean. Oh, and we still have Gunther's message to CM Punk next on Raw. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is the main event. Raw's almost done. We're almost wrapped up here. This is it. They're done. They're gonna probably give us some backstage package next. Somebody's talking a promo, set up for a match for next week, and then we're gonna go into the Gunther and Punk stuff. Are we doing a little? Oh, I thought we were. I thought we were gonna do a little in stereo Three Amigos, but guess not. Oh, This close. This close. We're going to get it. I'm telling you, we're getting that LWO win right now. I'm delusional. I'm just a little delusional. There's a slight. Oh, it's El Grande Americano. It's El Grande. Oh, no. El Grande Americano is going to cost them this match, the LWO. Dragon Lee's. Oh, yeah, it's over. LWO losing this match. Damn. Oh, there's hope. You're telling me there's a chance? You're telling me there's a shot here. You're telling me there is a chance that I get an LWO surprise shock win. You're telling me there's a chance right now. You're telling me there's a chance. Come on. You know how... All right, there it is. Yeah, my man. Oh, my God. You're supposed to catch him, brother. You got to catch him. Come on, Del Toro. What are you doing? Stop emoting. Get up on a fucking top of the rope and hit him with the splash. Come on. Now, who the hell is this? What the fuck is going on? Who is that? It's El Grande Americano 2? Timeout. Hold on a sec. Who is this? How many El Grande Americano? No, for real. Who? That was Chad? Was that Chad? Hold on a second. So you mean to tell me the 6'3" German guy as El Grande Americano, now we have a shorter, more stoutier El Grande Americano with a different mask, a completely different mask too. What the hell's going on here, folks? We're going to do a breakdown here. We got to break down this. What the hell? What the hell is going on? How many of these El Grande Americanos are there? Oh, our main event is Jey Uso and Bronson Reed. I'm a fool. I'm an absolute fool. They talked about this. All right, Jey Uso got the Real American Beer hat on. Respect to main event. We got Lucha just showing up out the crowd now. You have facts. Who was that? Because that Chad Gable, listen, Chad Gable, they interviewed Chad at the Minnesota Twins game this weekend. They talked about it on Raw. I saw the clip. He was wearing a sling. So that can't be Chad Gable. The person under that mask also had what looked like a blonde mustache. So as soon as somebody, one of my favorite subsection of wrestling Twitter is people that will post clips for me so that I don't have to figure out a way to find them. Somebody please get me an image of that luchador. I need a clear image of this mystery luchador because I have no idea who that was. No clue whatsoever who that was. LWO looked good. Judgment Day looked good. Now we got main event Jey Uso and Bronson Reed for the main event. And then we got CM Punk and Gunther flapping and yapping their gums for a bit. But I do have some breaking news. So buckle up. There's a lot of you in the stream here tonight. So it's great to see all of you. If you're new to the Nightcap, usually we do this show about 5-10 minutes after Raw ends. But tonight, I wanted to go live towards the second half of Raw, hang out a bit after Raw ended, because I got to do some SummerSlam predictions. Now, SummerSlam predictions will be out Wednesday on my YouTube and on social media. But I do want to break some incredible news. If you are a subscriber or if you have not seen this, back when we did Evolution, we did the Nightcap after, and it was Mouthing Off with Mike and Mrs. And She's back. Mouthing Off with Mike and Mrs. will be back this weekend. You get a double dose of Mike and Mrs. this Saturday and Sunday for SummerSlam, because Mike and Mrs., we're going to be watching along SummerSlam with you Saturday. When SummerSlam kicks off, we will be live about 20 minutes before SummerSlam officially kicks off. And of course, Sunday, we will also be live 20 minutes before we kick off. So make sure you subscribe to Boom Broadcasting. Follow me at MOWM_podcast. Subscribe to Mouthing Off with Mike Wrestling Podcast as well while you're here. And don't miss the second ever Mike and Mrs. Watch Along, this time for SummerSlam Saturday and SummerSlam Sunday. I'm excited for it, man. I love, one of my favorite things about professional wrestling is getting to watch it with my friends, talk about it with all of you. But a part of what really I love about pro wrestling is that me and the missus can watch it together, and we have our little banter, and we go back and forth on who's going to win, and it's always great. And she has been my sidekick through all of the WrestleManias we've been at. She has been photographer, graphic designer, illustrator, editor, all the things you could ever. She is the best. I love Mrs. MOWM, and I'm so happy that she will be joining me Saturday and Sunday for SummerSlam. I'll have the show on this weekend. Hell yeah, Toby. Make sure you watch SummerSlam. Tune into the Mike and Mrs. Live stream. I'm excited for it. It's going to be a good time. We're going to have ourselves a good time. It's going to be a good show. But yeah, there is your breaking news for the weekend. Oh, we're going Gunther. We're going Gunther and CM Punk here. All right, so we're going Gunther, CM Punk. The Ring General is here. Did Michael Cole just hit me with all this man does is win? All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Yeah, anyway, we're not going to sing that. All right, let's see what these two guys got to yap about. I don't really need talking. I honestly, I'm good on the talking. I don't know how I feel about this one. Man, thanks for everyone for hanging out, man. The nightcap. Oh. There we go. Twitter does not like me. Twitter, I was trying to post those graphics. Still haven't yet to get a clear image of who this mystery luchador was. Anybody got anything for me? Let's see if good old social media. We have no clear. We do not have a clear image of who this is. Still waiting for a clear image. Here it is. We now have a clear image of who this is. We now have an image of the mystery luchador. We are going to be investigating and figuring out who this mystery luchador is in just one moment here on the nightcap. But I need to listen to the ring general tell us what's going to happen at SummerSlam. That's a good line. I'm mad at that. He left the voice of the voiceless speechless. Speechless? It's a pretty good line. Yeah, they're bringing back LJN. Yup, they are. That was that. They just showed that commercial. Yeah, they're bringing him back. It was announced at, I think it was announced just a few weeks ago. I think it might have been right before Comic-Con. You could tell he's a fan of Kenta Kobayashi and Bruiser Brody. Oh, yeah, he is. Hell yeah, he is. Yeah. He's up there for me, man. He's up there. Gunther, if we can... It's going to be interesting for Gunther when he's not surrounded by the title. That is going to be the most interesting aspect of the Gunther character. How does the Gunther character respond to not being the champion or in the chase for the championship? That's what I want to see. I do want to see Gunther get some adversity. Oh, we got CM Punk and his new t-shirt. New CM Punk t-shirt's pretty cool. If you're looking to get some merch, maybe you're looking to get this new CM Punk t-shirt. Maybe you're looking to get some Hulk Hogan gear. Use my WWE shop affiliate link. Support MOWM Boom Broadcasting. It's in the link in my bio on social media. So there's your ad play for the guy. Yo, shout out to the guy dressed up as Sergeant Slaughter there in the front row. Shout out to the kid dressed up as Roman Reigns too. Thought we were gonna get Reigns tonight on. Oh yeah, we still have Jey Uso later in the main event with Bronson Reed, so we'll get Roman Reigns there. I'm expecting Raw to end with Roman and Jey on top. Or at least someone's getting speared by Roman Reigns to end Raw. Someone's getting speared. Okay. We're getting some clearer images coming out of Raw here with the masked mystery luchador. We're gonna investigate here accordingly, folks. We're gonna start the investigation after CM Punk. Wait a minute. What are we talking about? He doesn't want to be world champion after all? This guy comes back. I need it. Yeah, I knew that was coming. Cue up the SpongeBob water clip. I need it. I really wanted him to say, I need it like I need water. Oh, he always goes hockey punk. Detroit Red Wings. I love it. It's my addiction. Where have I heard this promo before? Okay. Thought he was going to hit us with a millions and millions just to screw with Rock. You got the OT, you got the Roman Reigns fans chanting for CM Punk. I love it. Shout out to the two fans dressed up like Hulk. That's crazy, dude. Punk's my Hulk Hogan. Can't still stand Phil, but I love the character for 20 years. I can respect that. And I can see your perspective. Now we're on the wavelength. Don't have to like the person, but love the character. It's really what it's all about. Like I don't care, like, for the most part, unless it's like really bad. Like if it's like it's bad, then we got to talk about some things. But so here's your fun fact. The guy right there with the best in the world sign that's dressed up like Macho Man. Met that guy. He's a pretty cool guy. He legitimately travels to every show he can go to. Met him at WrestleMania 38. Seen him ever since. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Not the levels to this kid. Sell it, boys. Sell it. Sell that match. Don't do that, Punk. Why'd he do it like that? Why'd he leave the ring like that? Look. Guy got hurt, on a freak aftershock DDT. I'd hate to see him get hurt on leaving a ring like a dope. I don't know why he did it like that. That's how you sell a match, man. What more could you ask for? Punk and Gunther is going to be a good one. I'll be honest with you. I don't think... Oh, shit. Cardi B's hosting SummerSlam. Oh, we were a kickoff show. So we're doing a kickoff show for SummerSlam on Friday night. Then we're doing a 3-hour pre-show for SummerSlam each night. That's insane. I'm sorry. Saturday, Breland is singing God Bless America and Tiger Lily Gold. I have no idea who Tiger Lily Gold is. Great Punk promo, leaving the ring like the Rockers back in the day. I'm ready for this match. Yeah, Sean, I didn't like the way he left the ring. That's risky business for a guy his age. Don't leave the ring like that, bro. Should have just rolled out like a normal human. I don't know why he did all that extra, especially with a world title match on the horizon at SummerSlam. SummerSlam Saturday looks good. A little underwhelming. They're still advertising Drew in the tag match with Jelly Roll, Randy Orton, and Logan Paul. So I'm assuming WWE is going to figure out a way to get Drew out of there. I guess he lost his passport or something. You got Tiffany and Jay. That's going to be a good match. My predictions will be out this week. Like I said, Wednesday, I will have my SummerSlam predictions out. But you can catch my early predictions here with Over the Top Talk on their YouTube. Check it out. It was a good show, joined by Tyler Wrestles. And of course, Anthony and Owen from Over the Top Talk. So go follow them, Over the Top Talk, on social media. Go subscribe to them. Go check out those early predictions. I will have my predictions out Wednesday on my YouTube. Not Boom Broadcasting, my YouTube, Mouthing Off with Mike Wrestling podcast. Steel cage match is going to be on Sunday. Yeah, I like that. Women's IC. I don't know why they just didn't make this women's IC match. Instead of just doing no countouts, no disqualification, should have just made it a false count anywhere match, and you could have had those stipulations. AJ stood tall tonight with the Kabuki Warriors, so Dom's probably retaining Sunday. What else we got? Yeah, and TLC is on Sunday. Maybe the Hardys show up for this one. They're at GCW that weekend. I could see the Hardy Boys popping up for a TLC match. Like their ears ring when they hear ladder TLC matches. And then the main event for Sunday is Cody and Cena. Street fight. Let's actually have them in the street. Let's actually have them fight outside of the arena. Let's get them fighting outside of MetLife. You know, Cena threw Edge in the Long Island Sound. Why can't Cody throw Cena in the marshes at the Meadowlands? Last SummerSlam for Cena, too. Wow. 3-hour countdown show for what, dude? For what? I love Jelly Roll. My man, he said, yeah, F Logan Paul right off the cuff. It's Punk being Punk. He's channeling his inner Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels. Mike, did Samoa Joe ever wrestle Gunther in WWE? No, never did. We never got that match. That would have been a good match. We're back here. We're main event time here. We got Jey Uso, Bronson Reed, but we're gonna play detective here, folks. We are gonna play detective as Jey Uso makes his entrance, because I've got some images of this masked luchador. So as we can see here, it does look like this luchador does have some blonde, reddish facial hair. So I think I know who that luchador is. That's Pete Dunne. That's the bruiserweight. The masked luchador is the bruiserweight Pete Dunne. It's Pete Dunne. Yes, and I'm coming to that consensus all on my own. I promise you. That is Pete Dunne. That is Pete Dunne. That is the chin of Pete Dunne. So yeah, detective mouthing off with Mike. Crack the code for you. So the third El Grande Americano seems to be Pete Dunne. About the same body type. Looks like Pete Dunne. Looking at it, I gotta say you're right. Yeah, that's Butch. I mean Pete Dunne. I don't want him breaking my fingers here on the nightcap, but yeah, that looks like to be Pete Dunne. So the third El Grande Americano is actually Pete Dunne. Me totally fantasy booking, but have Barnett walk Punk to the ring. Are they boys like that? I don't think they're boys like that. I don't know if Punk has a relationship with Josh Barnett. Maybe. Be an interesting walkout. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand this. Realistically, I really don't get this. So you have El Grande Americano Uno, which is, we know, Chad Gable. We have El Grande Americano Dos, which we know is Ludwig Kaiser. Now we have El Grande Americano Tres, which is probably Pete Dunne. Are we getting to the point with this? Now I'm all aboard the El Grande Americano train because of the reaction AAA's fans gave this past weekend to him wrestling. So I'm on board. I think the El Grande Americano thing works. In moderation, are they angling this to be... Are they angling this where we're going to have a match where we have El Grande Americano versus El Grande Americano versus El Grande Americano when Chad Gable's healthy? Because I think that's what they're doing here. I can't confirm it. I can't... I have no way of knowing. That is insane. That might be the craziest thing I've seen today. I can't believe that. I genuinely can't believe that. Football starting, man. We got football back in the mix. This will be the 38th annual SummerSlam and 12th to emanate from the New York, New Jersey area. 12. We've had 12 SummerSlams in New York, New Jersey. Oof. Hulk Hogan, 6-0 at SummerSlam. It's pretty impressive. You got Heyman carrying the Money in the Bank briefcase. We know Seth is hurt for a bit. Now, you heard me say it last week that you'll know Seth is coming back when Punk wins the title. Because when Punk wins the title, that's when Seth is cashing in on Punk. So if Punk wins the title Saturday at SummerSlam, then I expect Seth Rollins' music to hit shortly thereafter. And I expect the Seth Rollins cash in. If Punk doesn't win the title Saturday and Gunther retains, then Seth legitimately is going to be hurt for the foreseeable future. And we won't see Seth back until Punk wins the world title. As I spit everywhere, all over the mic. I'm sure if I was on a different site, that would have made me a ton of money. Anywho, oh man. I have no idea what's going on there. I'm getting fantasy football alerts here. The boys are breaking down some trades, I guess. Anyway. So Seth out till June. They keep mentioning that. They've said that now he has until June of next year to cash in on, to use the briefcase, the contract. So that gives me an indicator that wouldn't it be something if Seth came back at WrestleMania, Punk won the title at Mania, and then Seth cash in on Punk at Mania in the Heist of the Century Part 2? That'd be a perfect world, wouldn't it? This is ending. This is Raw's going to end in 3 minutes. 7:30 is their Pacific Standard Time. Let me rephrase that. 10:30 Eastern Standard. I know most of you guys are East Coasters or Midwesters, for that matter, watching the Nightcap and hanging out with me. So thanks for hanging out with me, watching Raw, listening to me. It means the world to me. I am not one of those creators that takes it for granted. Even if there's 5 people watching or 150 people watching, I appreciate all of you for hanging out, watching the show, supporting me, supporting Boom Broadcasting. I'm always going to be like that. And nothing will ever change in that regard. You know, they say money changes you, but I ain't made no money, so I ain't changing anytime soon. Yeah, no, Jay's getting beat up here. This was the real main event was the tag match. This is just a plot development tool for the match Saturday at SummerSlam for Jay and Roman. Because he's announced, he's advertised. I know Roman was advertised. I may not have seen the tag title match get advertised, but I know Roman was advertised here. Two biggest bulls in the yard. Just some big old bulls, I'll tell you what. Those are some big old dudes. Watch Cross little segment earlier. Sammy has gotten a lot better over the years on the mic. Yeah, Sammy has been. He has really gotten better over the years. While we're on a commercial break here, we could touch a little bit about what happened earlier on Raw. Kind of get us to this point. Jey Uso and Paul Heyman exchange words. Hopefully, your kids weren't watching because Paul Heyman, said about Santa Claus. So I'm here to tell you, Santa Claus is real. I know him personally. We vacation every year in the Bahamas. Our vacation was earlier this year. He's doing good. Santa Claus is still on schedule to make sure you can deliver gifts for Christmas Eve in 6 months. So we're good there. A lot of nothing from Heyman tonight. Just a lot of yapping and no clear direction. AJ Styles, Asuka, Kairi Sane versus Raquel, Roxanne, and Dom was fun. Fun little mixed tag, 6-person mixed intergender tag match. AJ, Asuka, Kairi Sane won. AJ Styles pinned Dom. You know what they say, right? In pro wrestling, there's a championship match, and the challenger stands tall on the go-home show, or the champion, and whoever stands tall is probably losing the match. Styles stood tall. He's probably going to lose against Dom at SummerSlam. So that's kind of my wrestling logic 101. Hello, Rhea pinned Io Sky at SummerSlam, ending their storyline and becoming women's world champion again. Now she's set to face Stephanie Valkyrie while Io takes some time off from WWE. That's Logan. That's your prediction? Because that sounds like a Logan prediction. Welcome in, Logan. I'm sure we caught you off guard here tonight. We've been live for the last hour of Monday Night Raw due to scheduling conflicts and your boy needing to record his SummerSlam predictions. I'm going to tell you, Logan, right now, I'm going to spoil my prediction. Naomi, in my personal opinion and my prediction, will retain the championship Sunday at SummerSlam. So we'll see how that goes. Sheamus beat up Grayson Waller. Rusev attacked Sheamus. Rusev and Sheamus run it every week. I don't care. Run it every week. You want to get crazy? Run an underground match. Okay, NXT uses the underground match here and there. Run the underground match for Sheamus and Rusev next week on Raw. We've seen it in NXT. It's worked well for certain wrestlers. Lola Vice, Shayna Baszler, that was a good little match they had in the underground. Bring the underground to Raw. Bring the underground to Raw again. Do it once. Have an underground match. Sheamus, Rusev, surround the ring with the talent, blah, 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 blah. No ropes, knockout, submission wins. Now you've got yourself a stipulation. Now you have a stipulation. And now we get to a purpose for Rusev and Sheamus. Oh, yeah, there it is. Right on time here. Actually, Raw's going to go over tonight. Raw's going to go over the 30 mark. Braun Breaker just destroyed Jey Uso. So there you go. Jey Uso wins due to disqualification. Braun and Braun stand tall until the OTC hits. So let's ready. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. OTC. And the OTC is here. There you go. Nailed that. You think he's coming through the ramp? Oh, he is coming through the ramp. Wow, I'm the idiot. I was like, these two dopes are looking at the ramp. I was like, this guy's coming through the crowd, about to hit a double spear on B&B security over here. Yeah, there you go. The big dog is here. Bop, bop, bop. And then there goes Braun Breaker. Oh, that was a bad landing for Braun. Don't like that. Knees clumped. And now Roman is going to try to pick up Bronson Reed. Ooh. I think we put Roman on Raw. Keep Roman on Raw. The reason being, you can go over as much as you'd like, and you can dedicate 10, 15 minutes just for Roman Reigns talking segments, and Netflix will eat that shit right up. They get it whatever time they want. I guarantee you Triple H tells Netflix, yeah, we're running 2:45 this week. They're like, yeah, hell yeah. Sounds like a plan. And then Breaker gets a super kick. What's Roman doing here? Oh, Superman punch. So Roman and Jay end up standing tall here ahead of SummerSlam. So does that mean Breaker and Reed are going to win at SummerSlam Saturday? That's going to be the main event, isn't it? How do you main event a tag team match that has no implications or anything over Punk and Gunther for the world title? Oh, they're going to do the little drive-by. Oh, yeah, there it is. All right. I was cooking. Breaker and Reed are going to stand tall after it's said and done. Here, they're going to beat up Jey Uso. Yeah, they're going to sacrifice Jey Uso. That's it. Jeez. I don't know. Breaker Spears began a little sloppy. Oh, shit. Yeah, so Roman and Jay are winning Saturday. Called that. All right, big dog. Hey, thanks for kicking it with us here tonight on the Nightcap, Toby. It's a pleasure seeing you comment. Thank you for supporting. Get some rest, all right? Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Much love, brother. Don't do it. I hate when Braun Breaker does this, guys. I hate when he does this move. Come on, man. I hate when he does that. I hate when he does that leap from the edge of the ring to the announce table and does the clothesline. Dude, he's going to jack up his knees, man. I sound like such an old man saying this, but it's so true, dude. He's young. He's a young stud, obviously. But, dude, the way he lands on that table with the knees kills me, bro. It kills me every single time. Roman's crawling out here. Corey looks dapper, as always. Look at Corey in the full suit. Looking like a stud, Corey. Corey Graves back on Raw was a great decision. I love Pat. I think he's great, what he contributes to commentary. But Corey as like a pure play-by-play, you have Cole doing color on this. I like that much better. I like their dynamic much, much better. What are we doing? Another tsunami? That's a lot of meat. Oh, my God. All right. Yeah, no, they're, yeah, okay. Braun Breaker saying. Uh-oh. Braun Breaker's fucking great, dude. Oh, jeez. Both them boys are beat up. What are we still doing on Raw here? We're still on. We're still on the air. So Raw gets an extra hour and... So the second part of Raw here, hour and 45 minutes roughly. Yeah. Braun's going to go for this spear, isn't he? Braun Breaker's going to spear both of these guys through the freaking barricade right now, isn't he? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Oh! Wow. Dude is Is Roman selling? Roman's selling good. What the fuck? Bronson Reed's taking his shoes. He stole this man's shoes. He took his shoes off. He took this man's shoes. He took his shoes. He speared this fool through the fucking barricade. And he took his Jordans off. He took his shoes. Why did he do that? Oh my god, this was great. Yeah, it was a solid ending to Raw. I'm crying. I have tears in my eyes. Real tears. Cry me a river right now. I have legitimate tears in my eyes with Bronson Reed. This is a very valid statement. Braun is going to be a big deal. They jumped in for his Jordans like it's 1990. He stole this man's shoes. Bronson Reed said, "These are mine now." He said, "I don't know what size you are, big dog, but these are my shoes now. Oh, please. I pray. I'm praying right now to the wrestling gods themselves. And by wrestling gods, I mean JBL, John Bradshaw Layfield. I'm praying to the one true wrestling god that Bronson Reed wears those shoes Saturday for the match. They stole this man's Jordans. Tommy hit the nail on that. They literally jumped him for his Jordans like it's 1990. My man was wearing he wasn't even wearing retros. He was wearing the Spizikes, the Spike Lee Johns that are like the 3s, the 4s, the 5s, the 6s all combined into one shoe, but they're the Roman Reigns basically, for Jordan, there's the player exclusive. So he has PEs, player exclusive Jordans, Roman does. But they're like Roman Reigns, colorway. My man took the Spizikes off his feet, said, "These are mine now," and then held up the Jordans like a trophy. Like, this man was Dexter. Okay, this is going to be a niche ass reference. This man said he is Dexter with his trophies, little blood slides. That is Bronson Reed here tonight. He pulled this man's shoes right off his feet, stole his Jordans, tsunami'd his ass, and stole his Jordans. That is the theme of Monday Night Raw. I had an absolute blast. An absolute blast just now. That was the highlight of my day. Raw's over. Raw's done with. We're clear here. So we're gonna just talk a little bit about. You heard me say it. If you're just tuning in, I want Sheamus and I want Rusev in an underground match next week on Raw. Let's make that happen. Right now, trending on social media is hashtag We Want Mello. People saw the news about Drew McIntyre and The Miz possibly trying to get himself into the match if Drew's passport issues are not handled. But hashtags going crazy all afternoon. People want Mello. I want Mello, to be honest with you. Get Mello from wherever he's been hiding out. Get this man on TV. Yeah, he was just on TV. He had a match, but we're not really doing much else with Mello. Like, you see the trajectory Mello and Breaker had coming out of NXT. They were neck and neck. Those were the core two that were going to be the future. Breaker's cruising along, but it's like somewhere along the way they forgot about Mello. So we'll see Carmelo Hayes, I'm sure, in the next few weeks, kind of start getting some momentum. Lyra and Becky, they fought. That's all I needed. I don't need them yapping. They've talked enough. I need Lyra and Becky brawling, grappling, whatever. That's what I want. Bronson Reed stole a man's shoes tonight. We had a fun 8-women tag match, which I thoroughly enjoyed. And you guys got breaking news tonight on this Nightcap Live second half edition of Raw. So not only did a man steal another man's Jordans, yeah, I work quick. The Lord works fast, but so does MOWM. I work pretty fast here on the Nightcap for all of you. We already got the picture. I already got visual aids for you. He stole this man's shoes. Okay. Love it. This was right here. Hilarious. I'll probably clip that ending and I'll put it out there for the people so you guys can laugh with me about Bronson Reed stealing his shoes. And as well, as you know, I put my detective cap on. My badge is still in the mail. I had to order it, from Amazon. But we've pretty much deduced that El Grande Americano Tres is, in fact, the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne. That is the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne. Guys, make sure I'm going to finish off the show here tonight. Make sure you go check out the SummerSlam predictions that I was a part of here with Over the Top Talks, Anthony and Owen. As well, Tyler Wrestles was included with us. So go check out the predictions with the 4 of us on Over the Top Talk. It's available today, right now. You can check it out after the Nightcap ends. Wednesday on Mouthing Off with Mike Wrestling Podcast, I will have my full SummerSlam predictions. Night 1, Night 2, winners, losers, crazy things that might happen, and predictions for some of the storylines. If you're familiar with MOWM, you know how I do the predictions. And of course, last but certainly not least, the Misses will be back Saturday and Sunday live with me for the Mouthing Off with Mike and Mrs. SummerSlam watch along Saturday, 20 minutes before SummerSlam kicks off. We are not going to be live throughout the entirety of the kickoff show. We will be live 20 minutes before SummerSlam kicks off Saturday and Sunday on my YouTube, my Twitter, and most likely here on Boom Broadcasting as well. I have to talk to the Prez and see what the Prez has got for me, if he will allow Mike and Mrs. to take over Boom Broadcasting Saturday and Sunday. If not, I will keep you guys all in the loop as where to watch the live stream, the live watch along Saturday and Sunday with Mike and Mrs. So there you guys have it. This was a fun one. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me, watching Raw, watching me, listening to me yap about the graps here on Boom Broadcasting. I'll see you guys back here Wednesday for the SummerSlam predictions, and I'll see you back here Friday night for a SmackDown Nightcap. We haven't done one in a long time on a Friday night, so we're going to be live Friday night after the SmackDown for the SmackDown Nightcap. So guys, have a good rest of your week. Enjoy this week of pro wrestling. I'll be back.